So guys, welcome to a new video. Now, basically it's a live stream. I am here with Austin and Drake. Say what's up, guys. Oh, we're waiting on the...
How you doing?
You go first?
Yeah. So basically this is called the admin.
What's up, everyone?
Yeah, what's up? So this is called the admin podcast, and like we announced in our videos that we both posted yesterday, we're going to be interviewing a series of people, and today we've got Austin Nwachukwu on the stream, which is great. So yeah.
I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for having me on.
All right, no problem. So let's just like jump straight into like the questions. Drake, if you want to ask a question,
Sure.
Go ahead and ask a question.
All right, it's a little laggy. Okay. All right. Where is the point, if this existed for you, when things got hard and you wanted to stop and you thought nobody was watching? What motivated you to keep going at that point? Like what?
So it's like a two-part question, I guess. Like when did I ever want to stop, and then when that happened, what made me keep going? All right. Yeah, I mean, there's been like countless times I've just been like, oh, well, this is a stupid thing that I'm doing. I'm just going to quit. I think that was more so when I was first getting started. So I didn't really start this channel seriously until about, I'd say almost 2 years ago, about a year and a half ago, when I started, like, you know, really doing this, I guess. And before then, I had the channel for about like another year, and I was just kind of posting a video every month, every 2 months, sometimes like multiple a week. And that's not to say anything because I'm still pretty inconsistent as it is. But it got to the point where I didn't really see any improvement in my videos that much, and I saw everyone else's videos, and I got pretty discouraged because I just kind of questioned and said, what the hell, what am I doing like in this space and whatnot?
Yeah.
And even recently, not like really recently, but maybe like 6-7 months ago, when I would get a lot of these comments saying that I was copying another particular YouTuber and stuff, and I was just like, you know what, why do I even want to do this anymore?
Yeah.
And so I got a little bit discouraged, but then I realized that, and then also another thing was kind of like the numbers, like you're never going to grow as fast as you really want to. But I'd say how did I get past that? Well, I just kind of said F it to everyone else, and I just said, like, I'm just going to do this because I enjoy it and not worry about the numbers so much and try and, like, refine my own style and how I want to be perceived in this space. And I just kind of took it from there. Like, you really just have to find it in yourself and say, hey, do I actually want to do this? And then that's really the only thing you can do. That's the only like advice I can give on that.
Yeah, that's
everyone has
cool.
those moments.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people on the internet are just full of, like, the internet's full of trolls. You're going to meet some nice people, you're going to meet some unkind people. They'll, like, try and curse you in the comment section because that's all they can actually do. But in reality, are you going to let that one person stop you from doing what you enjoy, which is making videos? No. So, And
the one thing that I realized is there's a lot more people that support you than don't support you most of the times.
Yeah, like 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get someone who comments something nice. Yeah. So we're gonna what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask you a question, and then we're gonna get the viewers to ask you one question. So we're gonna switch. So let's find a question, which is good. So Adam asks, hey Austin, I know you originally had 2 others who worked with you when you started. What happened to them?
Okay. Yeah, actually, I was just getting that question earlier this week. Yeah, I'm surprised that people still even see that because, I mean, if people notice, my original URL is like 3GuysTech. And that's what, like, my email address. Like, I'm trying to change that, but I've already done so much business with this address that it's kind of, you know, hard to change that. But no, I'm still friends with those 2 guys. I mean, if you go back to like my very original videos, you might be able to see my friend Keith in one of the videos, and I think that he might be in 1 or 2 maybe, and that's about it. But yeah, I started the channel like 3-4 years ago. in 2011, 2012. Again, I didn't really start it seriously until like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
But I started it a while ago with those two guys, my friends Keith and Devin. And yeah, I mean, it was just one of those things where it just didn't work out. Like, none of us really took it seriously to begin with, and I'd say that Keith took it a little bit seriously, but then we just kind of all dropped the ball on, making videos because it was hard at that time. Because like, I remember borrowing my sister's little pink Nikon camera just to like make a video, and it just didn't work out. Like, he wasn't that into it, and then I kind of just picked it up like a year or two later, and then I started slowly started making videos on it. But yeah, I mean, they're two of my closest friends, but they're not like involved with the channel whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, talking about that, have you had any previous channels and then just discontinued? Like, they've been discontinued, kind of? Like, have you had any previous channels and then just ditched them?
Yeah, actually, I tried a gaming channel once, and I never posted anything about it, but it was just like, it's a lot more work than I thought it was. And I also have my personality channel, which I just announced on my Twitter that I was going to stop posting on, even though I haven't posted on there in a year, so I wasn't sure if people were expecting me to post on there again. But I think that the videos are actually pretty good on that channel. It was like youtube.com/Austin's personality, and the videos are actually pretty good in my opinion. I mean, I think I did maybe 5 videos, each got like a couple thousand views, but I'm going to be posting on Vine now, so that's sort of my more creative outlet, I guess. But yeah, only those 2 channels. Mainly it's been more about the tech stuff. At least that's what's been successful for me.
Yeah. See, when people start second channels, it's like easy to, like I always say to people, it's easy to start a YouTube channel, but it's who can actually continue and keep doing it and stay motivated to actually upload content. Like, I've got a second channel.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And yeah, I upload like entertaining videos, like more like realistic, like one of the videos is like types of people at school and like stuff like that. And like a lot of the viewers actually like it. So it's doing like pretty good. I mean, it's not like the best, but like I want to upload what I want, and then when I try and make something funny on my main channel, people just don't like it purely because it's nothing to do with tech. So it's like you gotta balance it out, because if you've grown an audience, like I've grown like a 2,000 people, but like now if I suddenly switch to doing entertaining videos or gaming videos, they ain't gonna like it. And yeah, that's not what they subscribed for, is it? They subscribe for technology.
It's because of demographics. It's like there are the people that like gaming, and there are the people that like technology, and there are certain ways in which they intercede. But honestly,
it's usually very slim.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, like on my channel, because honestly, I'm getting a little bit drained doing tech videos, because honestly, I feel like a lot of it's the same, and it's just I get bored with things really quickly. But unfortunately, if I just wanted to, do a skit or something, you wouldn't see me post that on my main channel, because people would just come out and say, I have like almost 40,000 subscribers. People would be like, "What is this?" They wouldn't even click on the video, to be honest. So what I've been doing, at least, trying to infuse some comedy in in most of my videos nowadays, which I think is a sort of a good balance.
Some people just don't have a sense of humor, and like anything you try,
it's very true.
Like anything you try to do, dislike button. That's the only thing they can actually do. Nothing else.
Oh yeah.
What is the most essential thing, in your opinion, to have or do when attempting to gain popularity on YouTube?
Be genuine. Find. I just got a fry stuck in my keyboard.
Whoa.
1 second.
What, like
sorry.
a tip?
Unprofessional. But when have I ever been professional? I would say a couple things. Just be genuine to yourself, and it's going to be hard, because even though you might find that you're obviously, if you're making videos about a certain topic or in the same space as other people, you're going to find like-minded people, but you have to sort of differentiate yourself in a way that, because like if you're coming into a new space, there's someone who's already doing what you're doing, and they're already doing it better than you.
True.
So you kind of have to find a way to still stay true to yourself, but kind of differentiate yourself and show your personality a bit more. And just make sure you're having fun with it, because it's going to be really hard if you're just trying to do this, just for the popularity, just for the perks that you can get. If you're just doing it just for that, like if you're not having any type of fun with it, then don't do it. Like that's why whenever you people see me not posting videos for a while, I'm either super busy or I just don't have anything to film that I would find like entertaining for people, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the whole thing with that.
So we got one question from someone who says, Adam says, how is your university degree going? That's what someone asked.
Going great. I actually just got a midterm back today. I'm taking a summer class right now, engine probability. I don't know, it's going alright. It's kind of weird because I feel like, luckily I've gotten some really awesome opportunities that I'm not sure you guys know about it. But that's why I haven't posted that much in the last couple of weeks. I was just in LA doing pretty cool stuff. Yeah. And so I haven't actually been focusing as much as I should be on school, just because if you guys don't know, I'm doing a computer engineering degree, and I'm about to start my last year. Yeah, so it's not easy because it's a pretty hard major to do. It's one of the hardest majors on my campus, I'd say.
Yeah.
And so I mean, just balancing stuff is kind of hard because I mean, I'll have a bunch of exams, I have a bunch of coding, software projects I need to get done.
True.
But I'd say it's going well. I'm taking a summer class right now. That's going well, even though I've had to ask the professor multiple times to miss class, because I have to. When I went to LA last week, I actually took a midterm. I then drove to the airport and then got on my flight. So
yeah,
it can be a little, But no, it's going great. I don't know. I enjoy it.
Yeah, someone asked, Austin, you said you got bored with things quickly, and I've begun to notice that I am the same way. Do you try to fight it in any way, and do you see it as a problem to getting things done?
It's not a problem. It might be a problem getting things done, though, if that makes sense, because I'd say it's a good thing. Well, it's not a good thing if you're bored, but it's a good thing to find out that you're bored with something, I guess, early on. Rather than just doing it, if you sit down and say, hey, this doesn't really interest me as much as it used to, and you actually take the steps to sort of switch it up and make it interesting to you again, then that's when you'll produce better content. So, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of other people in my, that have the same feeling of this is the same thing over and over again, but it's just kind of finding a way to switch it up. I'm working on my Apple Watch review, which I've been saying that for a month, but it's going to take a while because I'm trying to do something really different, and I don't want to just make another review because after a while all reviews, I mean, you're saying different things, but they all come across the same way.
Yeah, true.
So I mean, it's not a bad thing if you're bored. It's just making sure that doesn't stop you. If you know that you want to do something, you just might want to do it in a different way.
Yeah, because guys, if you have a YouTube channel, I guarantee you kind of somewhere along the lines you've copied someone or taken inspiration off them, but it's then try and do something with that and make your videos better and try and find your uniqueness. I'm not sure whether you watched someone called Casey Neistat.
There's a difference.
He's a really good YouTuber, and he stresses a lot on how you need to be unique, and so we can move on to some questions.
I didn't catch the name.
Casey Neistat.
There's a difference between having
him. I just said, are you working on any more upcoming videos other than the Apple Watch?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't, not really, to be honest. It's just right now it's a lot of school, computer engineering stuff, and then also, I mean, I am going to be featured in a couple videos, 3 to be exact, which you guys will see at the end of the month or early August, which are going to be super cool. But that's what has been taking up these last 2 weeks for me, because I was in LA shooting this thing. So you guys will see that soon, which I think is really cool. That's a super big project. But other than that, Apple Watch review. I mean, there are some other small things that I'll probably work on, but nothing that I could really tell you right now.
Yeah, do you tend to buy your products, or do you get them as review units, or just buy them?
Actually, I've been getting a decent amount of review products, which has been a surprise to me.
Yeah.
I'd say it's 50-50.
Yeah, see, everyone in the smaller tech community, they literally they go crazy for review units. If they can get their hands on the smallest thing, like a phone case or something, they'll go crazy. And like, there's nothing bad in.
Yeah, that's the thing though.
Can I rant on this real quick?
Yeah, go on.
Sure. Go ahead.
Hamza.
What?
On them.
Your audience.
Everyone's like, okay, give me a review unit. I want a review. Oh.
Go ahead.
Like, I want a review unit from Misfit. I want a review unit from Piper. It's all... Companies like to send products to people who genuinely want to review them without intent on just, like, having personal pleasure from that product. I mean, that is an aspect, but getting a review unit should be... Your main goal should be to genuinely want to review that product and to grow your channel, not for a personal gain. Just because you're interested in that product, that company, and growing your channel.
Yeah.
I mean, for me,
there's no point.
I mean, I think it's a little bit of both for some people. Just because, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, if I want to get, like, I mean, there's not even anything I could think of that I wouldn't just go buy myself. But if it sort of lines up, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's a problem. But for me, I get requests, like, maybe 3 times a week for just random stuff that I mean, if I'm not interested in it, then, you know, I'm not gonna review it. So there's a lot, like, I get constant emails from random people, and sometimes, like, the Alcatel One Touch guy just emailed me, and I said, hey, I'll check. But for some other things like that, I'm genuinely not interested. I just don't take the product because I don't even want to do a video on it. Like, I don't want to waste my time doing a video on something that I'm not even interested in. Like, phone cases, like,
that's stupid.
To me, it's just a phone case, so I don't see any pleasure in that. And, like, battery chargers, I mean, that's just, like, those are just utilities that I use, but I don't really want to review them. But that's just me personally. Yeah,
like, with a phone case, what can you say? What, it protects your phone, not for, like, there's nothing really you could say, like, oh, the build quality. It's just kind of, in my opinion, a gimmick. Like, the first review product I got was a phone case, and I regretted, like, just asking. No, they asked me, but I regretted just accepting it because, like, you know, like, when you don't want to review a product, like, I've got a keyboard. I've done an unboxing already, and I think that's, like, okay because, like, it hit quite a bit, like, for me, it hit 1K views, which is pretty good for me. So, like, I don't know, it's just like, there's no point reviewing products that you don't want to do. So, like, if you request a review, to review a product, there's no point just, like, getting it and then not liking it. Like, I don't know, but let's answer some questions in the live chat. We got quite a few, so they're going to be, like, quick questions. So, like, someone said...
I'll put in a question after that.
Sakif says, what lens do you use on your DSLR?
You can check this it's in the description of all of my videos, but I use the Sigma 18-35, very popular lens.
Alright, another question is, where do you want to work when you get out of university? Where do you want to get out?
I mean, isn't that the question? I have no idea.
Oh yeah, so, like, where do you want to go?
A lot of the people that I was working with.
Yeah.
Again, I have no idea. It depends where I am at that point because, like, if suddenly my YouTube channel gets 1 million subscribers tomorrow, then I mean, I'll probably continue doing this for a little bit. But even when I was in LA, because I work with a lot of, like, Viners and, you know, other YouTubers and stuff like that, and everyone, even, like, the sort of the media marketing people, they're always like, yeah, you gotta come to LA, and I'm always like, I mean, I'm probably gonna end up moving out in that area either for, like, you know, social media stuff or for, like, software engineering stuff. Because I don't know, like, this summer I interviewed with, like, Google, Microsoft, Bloomberg, a bunch of companies. But I was like, I don't really want an internship because I might have a lot of things to do, which I did. So it was a good choice for me, but I don't know where I'm going to end up in the next, you know, year after I graduate. So.
Yeah.
Can I put in a question real quick?
Go on.
All right. What do you recommend is the best gear for a mid-range technology YouTuber? Like a camera, lens, audio editing, ambience, lighting, that kind of stuff.
Just get a DSLR.
This is the thing that I kind of stray away from. I would say just get a entry-level DSLR. I mean, I think your lighting and your lens are the most important things.
Yeah. To be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Yeah, go on. You go on.
I was gonna say I mean, I bought this January of last year. My lens. It was like a huge investment for me at the time, and it made like the world of the difference. And then that and the microphone that I bought. But again, I'm trying to stay away from talking about gear nowadays. Even though I know you might see me tweet about like I want this camera, and I'm like half joking, just because, especially, and this is more so the experiences I've had with other people outside of technology that I've been working with, and I'm talking about these are other YouTubers, these are other Viners, because I do a lot. I've actually been doing a lot, even though it's not on my YouTube channel this summer, and I've gotten the chance, luckily, to work with a lot of really cool, talented people, but I never hear them talking about, you know, oh, what camera do I need to get, or what, you know, what microphone are you using? It's always about the content, and so that's what I would always say, the content. Unfortunately, in this community, I would say that it seems like gear is the one thing you need to have, because you have to have the finest, you know, video quality, and I get that, but I don't know. That's just one thing. I've been leaning towards more so towards the personality rather than, you know, getting the you know, the Team Crispy shots. Like I still get like nice shots without like it's $8,000 camera, which I mean I can afford it, but I don't want to afford it, you know.
Yeah. What I don't get is people think gears, like, let me touch up on that. You can still get more subscribers than someone or more views if you're at whatever you're getting, like whatever you say, like in your video. Even I don't care if you have the greatest camera, a 4K camera, you could someone with like a 720p camera can still get better videos than you because of the way they speak, the way they review their product, the way they're unique. It's not all about equipment. Like I gained on my channel like 1,000 subscribers. All right,
I gotta get going. Can I ask one more question?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, go on then.
No, I like disregarding money completely. Like, what do you think defines someone as a professional?
I mean, I guess that's a really hard question, because a lot of people will define, you know, professional differently. I wouldn't call myself a professional by any means, but I mean, I guess you could say at this point it's sort of you know, my living income. But I don't know. I don't know, because it varies so much. It depends what you're doing. If you're in the tech world, in like the tech space, then it depends. I guess it depends how others view you as well.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if I was a YouTuber and I had like, you know, 10 subscribers, you know, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I mean, honestly, I don't think you could consider yourself a professional.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just depends, because I
think Drake has to go.
It's an interesting question. Yeah.
Drake,
I gotta get going, like right now.
All right, then.
Sure.
It was nice meeting you, Austin. I'll see you guys later in the next podcast.
All right.
Sorry, I gotta leave early, but
later. Bye. All right, so we got man down. All right, cool. So what I was gonna do now is just dedicate the whole rest of the stream to the live chat. So I'm not gonna ask Austin any questions which he previously wrote. If you want any questions answered, just write them right now. So the first one is, Austin, do you prefer stock Android or TouchWiz?
Well, definitely not TouchWiz. Have you seen one of my videos?
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, TouchWiz isn't my favorite thing. It got better with the Galaxy S6, like it's usable. But I would probably prefer stock Android or something from Motorola, which is like extremely lightly skinned.
I got the Zenfone too, and there is so much bloatware on this phone, like unbelievable. Literally, they just like wanted money. I bet you, like, how much apps do they have preloaded? Like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all in the business aspect of it. I mean, if you're putting your phone on a carrier, they're gonna expect you to put some stuff on it, which sucks for the consumer, because we don't use half of that stuff, but. I don't know. I mean, you can always just like throw a launcher on top of it.
Someone said, what coding language do you use most in a CE degree?
In a CE degree, I mean, it can be anything, really. One thing that I like to say is, at least one thing that my professor taught me, was basically every programming language can do the same thing. It's all, I mean, if you look up what lambda calculus is, it's all the same thing. It's all derived from one thing. But I mean, to answer your question more directly, I've used a lot of languages. Like last year, used Java, C, Ruby, OCaml, like a bunch of different languages. It just depends what is easier for what you're trying to do. That's really the only thing.
All right. So someone said DSLR tips. I just got my DSLR today. So it's basically asking. I don't know.
Read the manual. No, I'm joking. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Just like coding, you just gotta use it. And you're gonna suck at first, and then you just get a little bit better.
True.
I mean, I I mean, I didn't really know how to approach when I first got my DSLR, and I made some videos that I thought were really amazing because I would look back like this year and I was just like, oh, these are awful. Even though I had a DSLR. So it's just how you use it. I mean, the more you use it, the better you'll get at editing and depth of field and stuff like that.
All right, cool. So Adam asks, how is your new 4K monitor?
Oh, it's great.
All right, quick question. So, it's great. Do you ever plan to switch to OS X full time, seeing as how you had a Hackintosh at one point? That's what someone asked.
I don't think so. And that's mostly a cost thing, just because. I mean, even the PC that I have right now isn't running the best. It sometimes just crashes when I'm editing. But it's just the fact that if I were to get a video editing, and if I were to get an OS 10 machine, then I would have to get like almost the maxed out. It would be a $6,000 Mac Pro that wouldn't really be expandable. And I don't really want that. Like, it's good because like I travel around a lot in this big tower, but it's just so much of an investment that I'm not sure, like I'm not sure if I'd be comfortable doing that. And even right now I have a hopefully I'm working with someone on getting me this like really beastly workstation that I'll be using, which is Windows. So hopefully that'll work out.
Yeah, I've seen, if you guys have watched Mr. Tybox, he bought this crazy computer, and what he does is he goes and puts Hackintosh. He goes and like installs OS X on it. Like, he was meant to use that PC for 4K gaming. Like, it had and then he goes and puts like, I don't know. It's just like weird. You should put Windows on if you're gaming, because there's like no games for Mac. So, Austin.
Yeah.
Austin, do you think OnePlus One is still worth it because the OnePlus 2 is on its way?
I mean, at this point, I would probably just wait for the OnePlus 2, because it's coming out in like a week. So you might as well at least see what it's about before you go ahead and purchase the OnePlus One. And it's only, well, I guess it's like a $200 difference, but I'd say you gotta see what it is first. I'm pretty sure Marquez is making a video on it right now because he posted like he's the only one that like has it. So just wait for his video, I guess.
Someone in the tech community uploaded his Snapchat video and it's on like 20,000 views or 10,000 views. Like him just because So this question is kind of interesting. Austin, you don't have to answer this, but do you find it frustrating when people compare you to MKBHD?
I like how he prefaced the question by saying I didn't have to answer it. I mean, no, I've talked about this on other live streams. I'm pretty open about it on Twitter and stuff. I mean, obviously it is frustrating because I mean, I sometimes when I first started getting those comments, they were kind of flattering, I guess, because they were saying like, oh, look at this guy, he has like 10,000 subscribers. And he makes videos as this guy that has
some people are ridiculous.
But on the other hand, you got those people that are just trolling and saying, "Oh, you're just copying this guy." Even though, I remember I responded to a comment with a link to a tweet when I was talking to Marquez about this. It was like 2 years ago. And I was just like, "Oh, I feel like I can't," because I mean, red and black is my favorite colors, and honestly, it's those two things. It's just the red and black color scheme and the fact that I myself am black and I make good videos. I'd say. I remember I talked to him about it. I was just like, oh, I feel like I can't use red and black because you're using it. And he was just like, no, dude, like, just use it. I mean, it's
people
a good color scheme.
Yeah, people for I copy people. Like, everyone will copy someone, but take inspiration. But it's not necessarily copying them because, like, most of the time it's a coincidence. Like, and also, like, you can't really say it. Like, someone was saying, oh, you're copying this person doing a live stream series, but how can I be copying that person? Because I could then trace it back and say that person copied this person. So you got.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say I can't sit here and lie and say that I haven't watched his videos and I haven't picked up stuff that I thought, oh, he did well. Maybe I can do that a little bit better, But that's with him and 10 other YouTubers,
he's successful, so why wouldn't you want to take inspiration off him anyway? Like,
yeah,
people are just sometimes just ridiculous, like with the way how they say
it's funny because
things.
at this point, I'd say my videos are completely different than his.
Yeah, they
I
are.
would say just because like this style, and I still get those comments, so I don't really care anymore.
Yeah, like just sod the haters. They're just gonna be there, and they're not gonna go away. Like, I read someone, like, basically he blocked this person, and then that person made a new account, and he just kept, like, you get every single video you get a portion of dislikes. Like, some people will just dislike your video for no reason, but you gotta live with it. It's just a number at the end of the day. As long as you're enjoying what you want to do, then yeah, that's cool. So moving on, Kevin says, do you think going to college or uni is a basic necessity if you want to succeed? Has it helped you grow as a person?
I mean, I'd say in this like age, it's almost become a necessity, but that's only if you don't know what you want to do. Because I didn't know what I wanted to do when I went into college. I went in as electrical engineering, and then I took a coding class in my freshman year, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Then I switched over, but that's what I wanted to do. I know tons of successful people that aren't even in college or didn't go to college. So I can't sit here and say that it's a necessity for you to be successful in life, because that's simply not true, you know? But I'd say, like, as a general basis, it's a pretty good thing to have, but unless you have a plan, that's the only thing. Like, don't just not go to school and then do nothing. Like, you have to have a plan. You know what I mean?
And if you
that's about
thinking
it.
of like opening a business or something, you got to fall back on something. So there's no point just going all out and just like putting like everything. You got to have like some, like a degree or something like just behind. So just in case it doesn't go as well as you thought it would, you can just go back and just get a proper job. Yeah. So there's one interesting comment. It says, do you think China phones would catch up with the Western flagships because they offer amazing value for their price?
Well, actually, there have been rumors that the next Nexus might be made by Chinese manufacturer. So that'll be interesting. I'm not so sure that, I mean, they are obviously catching up in the value prospect, because, I mean, Xiaomi and like Huawei and OnePlus, obviously, they make really good value phones. It's just more so the exposure, because a lot of people, if I come up to them and say, oh, I have this OnePlus One, it's a really good value phone, they're not going to know what I'm talking about. So it's more of a marketing aspect than whether or not they want to actually, you know, focus a lot of their marketing and their budgeting on, you know, Western sales.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. So that the next question is Final Cut or Premiere, Motion 5 or After Effects? So,
I mean, I use Adobe. I can't. That's not a question. Like, I'm your question.
It's an opinion
as to which one I use and not which one is better. Just because I haven't used Final Cut, because I only had a Mac for like 2 months.
Like,
so I use Premiere.
See, I use Sony Vegas, and everyone's just like, why would you use Sony Vegas? But if it works for me, I'm obviously going to use it. There's no point me following the crowd, if you see what I mean, when I don't need to. Sony Vegas works fine. The only time I'd switch to Premiere is if I got a Mac, and I can't really see that happening at the moment because they're so overpriced. I mean, okay, they're worth it, but if you get a good one, but like the specs, like my computer's probably like $1,000 now, a bit more than that. But if I was to get a Mac, my Mac would be like an i3 or something like that. It's just ridiculous. So I don't really get how Apple do it. Did you see the report for the Apple Watch sales? They sold like 1,000 of the Apple Watch editions. Like, they were hoping for way more. So.
Well, yeah, obviously, I'm not surprised. I mean, they still they still get the money, so. Yeah. I discourage people from buying the Apple Watch edition, but I mean, people got money to blow, so what are you gonna
do? So they've either got too much money or they've got like hardly any, and then they say it's overpriced, which it is. But like, in my opinion, because I'm into like mechanical watches a lot more than smart watches, so like you could get a really nice watch for 10 grand. Like, I'm talking a really nice watch. Like,
and I wouldn't even consider buying a watch for that much money. Like,
but
if you want to,
Yeah, like there's a watch from Breitling, which can like you pull. There's a pin inside the watch, so like this bit here, like you pull it. Wait, you can't see it, but yeah, like you pull the pin, and if you're in danger or in a life-threatening situation, a helicopter will come to your exact location. It's crazy.
Well, that's some premium service.
Yeah, but apparently, if you pull it and it isn't an actual emergency, they'll fine you like 20,000. So
makes sense.
Yeah. So the watch is called, if anyone's wondering, Breitling Emergency. It's really, really cool. I mean, the watch itself doesn't look that nice, but it can save you life, so I'll take it. So yeah. So we're gonna wrap it up kind of soon. So ask some quick questions, like 5-10 minutes, and then because
I'll just do like rapid fire.
Yeah, rapid fire questions, like just like 5-10 second answers. So yeah.
Sure.
Well, we got some pretty in-depth questions already, but once they ask us some more questions, we can get into it. Do you think we're going to end the stream at 25 past, so 10 more minutes. Do you think OnePlus made a good decision pricing the OnePlus 2 way more than a budget price, kind of near the flagship price?
Well, I would say that it's not a terrible move just because they've already built up such a following and a fan base after they released such a cheap model. And if what they're adding to the phone is gonna, actually make me consider it a lot more than a flagship phone, then why not? I just bought a OnePlus. I just bought an iPhone 6 Plus like 2 days ago for almost $700. Ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, if this offers great features, then if that $100 bump isn't, if it's worth it, then it's fine.
Yeah, nice. So. New Nexus 2015 or Note 5?
I would say I'm a little bit more interested in the Nexus 2015, just because I'm hoping that they make a smaller version, because I was not a fan of the Nexus 6. I got it and I was just like, this is gigantic for no reason. It didn't really offer anything new. And the Note 5 is a bigger S6 from at least on a design aspect. So I'd probably say the Nexus 2015.
Yeah. Let's see if we got some more questions. Not at the moment. Oh, yes. Do you plan to upgrade to the X99 platform when Intel 6-core or 8-core processor?
Probably not. And that's, well, I guess maybe because I've said it before, I'm working on getting like a custom workstation for me. So I don't think it'll be X99, but it'll probably be like 8 or 12 cores.
Yeah. Someone said, what inspires you to make videos, I guess?
What inspires me? Nothing really. I don't even make that many videos nowadays.
Yeah.
It's just when I have a good idea, I want to share it. Yeah.
Because like
it's just you have to find a drive in yourself, really.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, guys, go check out Austin. His channel is in the description already, and yeah, we got some retweets or whatever. Nice. That's cool.
Whoa. So, don't look at it. I know it's messy. All right.
Someone was asking me who was that person who like came in your room with a towel on in one of your videos?
That was my brother. Yeah, I just left it in there because I thought it'd be funny, and I was right.
That messy bed in the corner, though, someone says, and then teenage life. Hey. Someone said, "Is that a saxophone?"
Not teenage, not teenage life. I am 20 years old.
No. Adult life, early adult life.
Yeah.
Is a saxophone?
Is that a sax on the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been up there for almost 4 years now. I don't know why it's still up there.
Do you actually play it? Ooh.
I play the sax. I mean, I wouldn't say I haven't played it in like the last year. I played in my school band last year, but I played for like 8, 9 years. Jazz.
Ooh. All right. Someone said.
I use a fluid head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I use the Manfrotto 502 HD head. Very popular head. It's like one of their most popular ones.
Yes, it's really good. I don't use a fluid head, and I still get really good shots. So, one question. Are you gonna get anything on Amazon Prime Day? It's like now. It's like right now. Today's deals.
Wait, it's today? I thought it's tomorrow.
Oh, for me it's today because it's 12 a.m. here.
Oh, wow.
Different time zones, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
so,
like 5 hours ahead.
Yeah, I'm looking at a microphone. I'm probably going to get, even though it's not going to be on sale, I'm going to get like the Editor's Keys SL300. It's like got a 34mm diaphragm, and overall it's a good microphone. And that's the reason why I was looking into a mic, because like me, I'm not the type of guy which will splash money on equipment.
Yeah, me neither.
But now I probably need to step up my audio game, seeing as I'm taking these live streams a bit more seriously. Like tomorrow we're getting Geeky Nerd Dad on the show. And then next week on the 23rd, guys, we're getting Armando Ferreira on the show as well. So yeah, which should be good. And yeah, that's about it. So guys, thank you, Austin, for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure. Yeah, so thank you very much, guys. I'm going to end the stream now. So yeah, thank you for joining, and make sure to go subscribe to Austin's social links on the screen and my social links down below. So yeah, thanks guys. One quick question. What mic do you use? It has really good quality. That's what someone asked.
Now or on my videos? Because right now I'm using my laptop microphone. On my videos, I'm using this Sennheiser MKE 600.
All right, that's the last question of the day. So thank you very much, and yeah, just enjoy, watch Austin's videos, and that's it. Bye. Thanks for coming on the show. All right, laters. Bye. End broadcast.